people, so back with another episode. Today is a bit of a mishmash one for us because I'm 2 weeks out tomorrow. Harry's actually 1 day out tomorrow. I've got my client Grant coming in as well to look over, check in. He's 4 weeks out tomorrow. And I'm going to drop a little bit in here about how prep, the things that people don't notice in prep and don't see, the things that are not glamorized and the things that are actually the real issues that you go through that no one knows about. So I'm going to put that in as well today. We're going to get to the session. It's a push and arm top-up session, and then Harry's going to run you through his peak week protocol, how he's approached training and everything like that as well. Well, I have to be careful now, I've got my phone on. Press, good. Yep. So good. So at this point, obviously Harry's competing tomorrow, so he still trains today. So he's got to hold back a little bit. He can't go to failure and then hammer himself. All he's doing is putting the food to use now and getting it like a pump in the muscle that obviously we're intending to hit. He's not going to go to failure because there's no point at this stage. He's going to cause himself too much fatigue, inflammation, and take away from his detail. All the way, yeah? 3, 2, 1. And again. Yep. Yep. Faster that dog. So, like I said, I'm going to be honest, open, transparent, and tell you things that people probably don't tell you in prep. So, one thing is that you obviously drink a lot of water and you're pissing a lot. So this will make you look at me different probably, but like I said, it's part of the process, it's honest and open. I live at home with my parents still. I live upstairs on the first floor, and the bathroom is the extension downstairs. So to get to the bathroom, I have to go through 5 different rooms, 2 stair gates, past 5 dogs, and turn on multiple lights and past the fridge, okay? So to do that, every time I need to go to the toilet, I'll probably go to the toilet at least 5 times a night, and that's going to bed at 11 o'clock and getting up at 5, so 5 times a night in that time. So for me, big bottle like this, in the office next to my bedroom, turn light on, go for a piss in the bottle, go back and get back in bed and fall back asleep. And that's the honest reality of it, because going up and down the stairs, turning the lights on, waking myself up completely to go for a piss every hour and a half is just not realistic, it's no good. So that's one thing that people don't tell you, and a lot of people will do that. Obviously, in terms of going to the toilet a lot of people do that. Not everyone pisses in the bottle, that's probably just me, but that's honest and open, it's a fucking truth, like. Okay, so with this machine here, a lot of people get this wrong. When you look at this machine, you need to line your axis of your shoulder, so the movement part of your shoulder with the axis of the machine, okay? And if you look at this one in particular, there's 2 rounded welded parts here. That is where the movement is, so that's where you need to align your shoulder with. So I'm too narrow to do it with 2 hands, I have to do it single-handed. So I offset myself a little bit so my shoulder is in line with the axis of the machine, and then I come up from there. I want my hands to be slightly in front of me so my arm comes down at a 45-degree angle, and I don't want the weight to come off by letting my bicep rest on my ribs. So you keep the weight slightly off, all the way up to 110 degrees, and then back down again. Don't let the weight come off and relax every single time. Keep your tension on the delt. performance and support. Another thing people don't realise as well is, obviously for me, I'm on my feet a lot every single day. Another pretty sized bodybuilding is, I have 10K steps to do now. It was at 15K. I'm down 10K now. I'm on my feet every single day in work boots whilst I'm working. The backs of my heels, I've got like a crack like this long. It's like an open like wound sort of thing. And it's just because I'm getting drier, body fat's lower, and obviously I'm on my feet all the time. So even I'm creaming it, I'm trying to keep it nice and moist. Obviously this just happens, and when I walk, I can sometimes feel it opening up and closing. It's horrible, but again, it's something that you have to kind of go through. Like when you have 10K sets every single day, obviously you average that out over a week. Then I've done a 16-week prep, and it's been hiding at that point. I'm on my feet a lot. It's just part and parcel. So that's something else that people don't realise. It's not all glamorous. It's hard work. A lot of it's mental. Like you have to go be able to put yourself through pains and stuff that you wouldn't want to. But that's a whole part of the process. One more.
Yeah.
Okay, so something else that people don't realise is, in prep, when your body fat gets lower, libido drops. So basically, your sex drive is gone. So for the lower your body fat, obviously the longer your sex drive's out the window. So again, it's something people don't realise is, it's just a common thing that you'll go through when your body fat gets lower. It literally for maybe the last 4 or 5 weeks, my sex drive's been next to nothing. And again, like I say, people don't speak about it, honest and open. That's the way, part of the process. When your body fat levels change in your body, your hormones are a bit more imbalanced, and things just obviously take a turn for different reasons, different ways. So that's something else about libido. To the floor. Okay, another thing that prep puts you into is not obsessed, well, okay, probably obsessive. Like I have certain pots, certain bowls, certain spoons that I use all the time. So like my oats always in the same ice cream tub. It's an old battered cart door ice cream tub. I didn't even eat the ice cream, but the tub is just a tub I use every single day. I have a plastic blue bowl that I have my yogurt in. I have certain teaspoons. At home we have different tablespoons, like the soup spoons, dessert spoons, whatever. I like to use the same spoons. I take the same amount of spoons to work every single day. Everything's just in like a particular order, and routine for me is so key. And you get kind of obsessive within your routine. So little things like, I like to have like a certain amount of salt and cinnamon on certain foods put in my pot in certain orders, and little things like that. You just obviously you don't realise yourself until you think back and other people see it and they think that's weird. But for me, it's so obsessive but so needed, because it just helps you get through each little meal, each little day. All good.
Yeah, all right. Like this. like this. I 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 like this.
Something else you get as well is people call it prep buys, because you can't go out to eat and go out and do stuff like that. You end up buying things. The last prep buy was quite bad. I ended up buying like headphones, trainers, this, that, the other. This time I've not been too bad. I actually bought a fridge freezer for my house. Because I still live at home with mum and dad. We had a fridge freezer, but I'm putting all my tubs in there. It's taking up a lot of space. So now I've actually bought my own standalone fridge freezer to have mine and Summer's food in at home. So I bulk buy all my chickens. I buy like 12 kilos of chicken at a time, bag it up and freeze it all in separate bags. And obviously I prep my meals for like 4 days at a time. So it could be like 12 tubs sometimes in the fridge at once. So now I bought myself a fridge freezer. I've got no stress about taking up too much space. But yeah, prep buys something that people are bad for. I think Harry's bought a few things on prep that he wouldn't normally do, but I don't know if he'll tell you or not.
I like this. 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 I like this.
So that's the session wrapped up. You will see some footage with both poses. Like I said, Harry's one day out, he's driving up to Wales in a bit to go get ready for his show. So he's going to run you through his PP protocol, what he's done and what he's been doing and stuff like that.
So yeah, this week had water increase from usually I hit about 6 or 7 litres a day. That got pushed up to 9 start of the week. No, sorry, it got pushed up to 7 start of the week from 6. Along with salt up to 12 grams, which was quite a lot of salt to be fair. Hit that for the start of the week, and then yesterday my water got up to 9 litres, which was a bit of a struggle to get in to be fair. And then today both salt and water have been dropped slightly, and then tomorrow again for show day they'll be dropped again significantly. Basically just to drop a little bit of water retention, play around with water balance sort of thing, bring a more tighter, fuller look with the extra food that's gone in, sort of like a shrink wrap effect for, should all tie in together for the day once I pump up and just get on stage. That's about it. I've had yesterday on a little bit higher food, today on a little bit higher food, and then tomorrow just coasting until I get on stage, just try and maintain the look where I'm at now. That's about it really. So like yeah, travel up today, first coat of tan on tonight, and then second coat of tan in the morning. I'm good to go.
So training wise, there's not been that much difference. He trained yesterday, but just removed the legs and the hip hinge out of the pull session. Like I said earlier in the video, he's still running deload, so no top set, just back off sets. And today's just a normal train days if we can have a show tomorrow. Because like I said, the sessions aren't too taxing, they're good enough to get us in and out. He's not hitting a failure point, but he's doing enough to get the food that he's been given into the muscle, obviously been working. So the hard work's done now. He's just got to stay relaxed, chill out, get there, get his feet up, get a tan on him, that's about it, it'll be about done. So that's how he's been done. Like I say, I'm 2 weeks out now, as of Sunday. So for this, like I say, for me, I ran the 5 days higher food. If you follow Instagram, you would have seen I ran 5 days higher food, diet break. And then yesterday was my first day back on baseline diet. I dropped 1.5 kilos overnight. And I look a lot tighter this morning, a lot fresher, and there's a lot more lines and stuff. So Cuba's happy, I checked him this morning, he's happy. We continue digging on. Like I say, this time, in 2 weeks time, I'll be 1 day out, so we'll just keep pushing forward and go from there. Nothing really to report on my side, I think that's about it. Training wise, everything's the same. Rest day tomorrow, travel for H's show, and then we should go from there. That's the video wrapped up for this part. Harry's going to shoot off. I've got a face-to-face check-in with Grant, my client, who's 4 weeks out now, so we'll get that covered as well, so you can see that, and then we'll go from there. But like I say, hard work's done for H now. I might vlog tomorrow just to get some footage as well, on a show day vlog for myself to put on YouTube. But yeah, all good.
All good.
Everything to add?
No, that's about it really. Happy with where I'm at. Best package I've ever bought. It's my second time on stage, so see how it goes tomorrow. That's all I can do.
It's alright today. Like obviously I think when I trained on was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was a little bit sore. Obviously I used that massage gun on it. I was alright after.
Because we increased the volume over the whole week.
Yeah.
It might now be time to pull back down again.
Yeah.
Because obviously over the whole week we've still got quite a lot of volume across it.
Yeah.
So you might have to pull out a couple of sets here and there so you can recover from it.
Okay.
Because now obviously you've got 4 weeks, there's no point you wouldn't bring yourself to the grind, you know what I mean? Yeah. You've got more chance of losing muscle now if you're not recovering than by trying to keep it, do you know what I mean? Okay. This is Grant, he's my client, he's competing on the same show as me, the PCA Midlands in men's physique, so he's now 4 weeks out. So he's going to run through some poses now, have face-to-face check-in, see what's what. We want to make sure he's ticking over. He's made some very, very good gains in terms of adding tissue. And we've kept a lot of the tissue we did put on through the off-season up to this point. For Grant, it's about keeping him full because he has decent muscle bellies. It's about keeping him full throughout the process and not just running him flat. So we've been giving him like bits of extra food here and there, but it seems like he's looking very well at the minute. So we're gonna have a look at him and see what's the plan for the next 4 weeks.
Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
There's not much left. It's going water in that. You know what I mean?
This is what I mean.
It's not. You've not got miles left to come off. Even here, like you quite. There's not a lot there. You got more.
I feel more on my back.
Yeah. That's like me. I got mine around there. With Grant, we obviously different classes. Like I say, have different criteria. So we prioritise Grant training around his men's physique. So he has more upper sessions and he has top up on his weaker areas. So his top chest and his arms and delts. Just try and fill them out, obviously to make him hit the criteria for the class better. He hasn't got to get his legs out, so he doesn't have to train legs as often. Yes, he still trains legs, but we need to prioritise what he gets judged on. So that's what we're going to do in the off season as well. As soon as this show's out of the way, set a plan up and run at that and try and fill out as much as we can with that. Yeah, I'm happy, bro.
That's all, man.
Appreciate it. That session done, wrapped up. Face with Grant. Harry's posing done, Harry's prep. Harry's only doing this one show. Obviously, Harry's quite a private person, so obviously that's his business. But he's just doing this one show, tunnel vision on this one. He's got a lot going on. He's a busy person, so he doesn't know I'm going to say this, but I just want to say like I'm mad proud of you. Regardless of the outcome, you've got through this prep with a lot of things going on. I'm proud of obviously the package you bought. You've improved tenfold from the first show you did. This is only his second show and he's done really, really well. So completely hats off to you. Well done. Like I say, by the time you've done this, the results already out. By the time you see this results already out, I don't care what the result is. I'm just proud of you, bro. So hats off to you. Well done.